Dear students, thank you for tuning in. This lesson is for English 810 for technical and vocational schools. It is Unit 8, Lesson 5, Past Modals. In order for you to do the lesson well, you need the following. Number 1, Project Success 3 Student's Book. Number 2, a notebook or a piece of paper. Number 3, a pen or a pencil. And number 4, a dictionary. Lesson objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to use past modals in writing sentences. So, let me ask you the question. What is a past modal? In order for me to explain this to you, you need to read this sentence. See? She, and I have a gap, you to clean your room. You need to use the past modal in this sentence. Should have told. She should have told you to clean your room. Let me try another example. They, gap, the place for doing exercises. Let us modal. May have used. They may have used the place for doing. A third example. The doctors, gap, hard to save the sick. Using past modal will be must have worked. The doctors must have worked hard to save the sick. So, past modals like should have told, may have used, must have worked are used to talk about preposition, suppositions, or speculations regarding the past. A past, something like telling or using. You will find them in each sentence. Have told, have used, have worked. So, let me explain past modal even further. Past modals are used to talk about suppositions or speculations. So, I will pull up the timeline, okay, and where is the present in the middle, the past and the future. We use past modals are used to talk about suppositions or speculations regarding the past, which is in an unknown or unspecific point in time in the past. Past modals. So, we have a list of past modals. We have should, could, must, may, and might. Past modals. So, the modals are again should, could or could not, must, may, might. And we have uses for each one of them. So, we use should. Should is used to express regrets about the past. Could not, we use it to express regrets, possibility, or degree of certainty. Must, may, and might are used to express degrees of certainty about the past. So, build in past modal affirmative sentences. That means positive sentences. So, we start with a subject pronoun, and then a modal, and then have, then past participle, and then a complement, completion of the sentence. So, let us put the subject pronouns. For example, I. You can say I. Or he, she, it. You can use the boy as a subject pronoun. Or the team. Or you. And then we use the modals. So, should, could, may, might, and must. Then I add have, just like that. Then I use the past participle of the verb. In this case, it is played. You will notice that the verb ends with ed. That means it is a past participle. And then we add the complement. Let me read you the sentence. I should have played chess before. Or you can say the boy may have played chess before. So, let's jump to task number 1. Question. Fill in the gaps in the following. And you have a mark of 3. Number 1. They, gap, at home. You should use the modal and the verb between the parentheses. You have 5 seconds. Now let's check the model answer. The answer is should have stayed. They should have stayed at home. If you are correct, give yourself a mark. Let's do number 2. She, gap, the reports a bit late. You have to use the modal may plus the verb between the parentheses. You have 5 seconds. Now let's check the answer. The answer is may have submitted. May have submitted. Now, number 3. The owner, gap, the shop by now. You have to use must plus close. You have 5 seconds. Now let's check the answer. The answer is must have closed. Must have closed. Now correct yourself out of 3 and let's carry on. So building past models using negative sentences. So we start with the subject pronoun as always, and then a modal, and then not, which is the negative word, and then have, then past participle, then the complement. Okay, so we use the subject pronouns just like before, and then we add the modals just like before, and then we just add not. So we have the word have, and then past participle played, chess before. But we also can abbreviate could and not, may and not, modal and not, just like this. Shouldn't, couldn't, mayn't, mightn't, mustn't. Then we add have and past participle, then complement. Let's do task number 2. Question. Fill in the gaps in the following. And you have a mark of 3. Number 1. He, gap, you, a permit. You have to use a modal might plus the verb give. You have 5 seconds. All right, let's check the answer. The answer is might not have given or mightn't have given. All right, if you're correct, give yourself a mark. Number 2, the man, gap, that car. You should use should plus by. 5 seconds. Let's check the answer. The answer is shouldn't have bought. Shouldn't have bought. All right, number 3. You, gap, that all by yourself, could, and design. 5 seconds. Let's check the answer. The answer is you couldn't have designed that all by yourself. All right, give yourself a mark of 3 and let's carry on. Forming the past participle. You see, it is very important to know how to form the past participle to form more past modal sentences. So we have verb types. The first type is regular verbs, and the rule is simple. You have the verb plus ed, just like the examples. Play, you just add ed to make it in the past participle. Played, visit, visited, call, called. But we also have a different category. It is irregular verbs, where we do not have a simple rule. Just like be becomes been, it changes totally. And then break, broken. Fall, fallen. Bring, brought. Cost stays the same, cost. If you open a dictionary or if you go online, you will find a similar table to this, where you have the base form, present simple, past participle, present participle. The first example is with do. Do in the base form is do. And then you have do, does in the present simple. Then did. And then done as the past participle. Then doing as the present participle. Write, writes, wrote, written, writing. Pay, pay, pays, paid, paid, and paying. We are going to focus on the past participle in this lesson. Task number 3. In your notebooks, answer the following. Question A. Complete the sentences with the past modal forms of the verbs. And you have a mark of 4. Number 1. I may change the printer when I pulled the paper out. I have to use may and damage to make this a past modal. So I say may have damaged, may have damaged. Now you have a list of sentences. Number 2, the employees should ask for permission before they left work early. Amal must forget to invite Jamila to the party since she's not here. They could warn us that the storm was coming. Fahad got to the airport late, but he might not miss the flight because it was delayed. And you have 3 minutes to do this. Model answer for question A. Number 2, should have asked. 3, must have forgotten. 4. Could have warned. 5. Might not have missed. Task number 4. In your notebooks, answer the following. Question B. Write 4 sentences with past modals using the following. And you have a mark of 8. Number 1. My mom must go to the bank. Your task is to transform these words into past modal sentences. Number 2. The boy could not ride the bike far. 3. The manager could write the report. And 5. The teacher may give me an extra mark. You have 3 minutes. Now, let's jump to the model answer. But before we do that, let's go over self-correcting tools. After you have finished, make sure you have in all of your sentences the following. Number 1, a capitalized first letter. Number 2, a full stop. Number 3, no spelling mistakes by checking every word using a dictionary. Number 4, no grammatical errors by reviewing the lesson. Now, for the model answers for question B. Number 1, my mom must have gone to the bank. 2, the boy couldn't have ridden the bike far. 3, the manager should have written the reports. 4, the teacher may have given me an extra mark. Now compare both sentences and let's carry on. Well done. Give yourself a pat on the back for finishing the lesson, plus 2 marks, and calculate your final mark. Evaluating lesson objectives. Now you are able to use past modals in writing sentences, and you have a mark of 20. If you have 100% correct answers, that means 20 marks, then you can proceed to the next lesson. If you have 75% and above, that means 15 marks and more, then you can go over the part you failed in and redo it. If you have 75% or lower than that, that means 15 marks and below, then redo the whole lesson. As always, practice makes perfect. Good luck and thank you for your attention.